Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com. And if you live in an area where if you drive 10, 15, 20 miles, you have a completely different looking countryside, count your blessings. Now I know here in Arizona I can fly just almost every day of the year, but the one thing I get tired of looking at is sagebrush, cactus, and all these HOAs, because that's about all we've got around here where I live. In fact, I went with my son. We drove over to those big mountains over to the east. I was going to fly my Mavic 2 Zoom and get some videos, and of course it wouldn't take off because that's wilderness area. So so here I am. And so I decided when I got my Mavic Mini that I would just have a lot of fun with it, because it's a challenge, because it doesn't have a lot of range. And so over here in the right-hand side of the map we're looking at, that's the wash that I have made several videos of lately. And then I decided, since I've covered that I would cover the creek bed of Queen Creek that runs underneath this street and then goes on down, and it goes on for several miles. And then when there's a lot of winter rain, then it does have current in it, but most of the time it's dry. So I decided, well, I guess I'm gonna just challenge myself and see if I can get some videos of the Queen Creek riverbed. So what I was planning on doing was coming out from my house, which is over in this neighborhood, coming up this street and come over to this street here, and then come on over to about here, and then go up and come out somewhere up in here where I could take go down into the creek bed and take some videos, use my little Mavic Mini and get some videos. So what I did was the other day, I'll show you in the video here, I came from my house and I went to this first street, and guess what I saw? That's right, it was a private road. So then I decided, okay, I'll go on up here, and because there's another road up here, and I'll go ahead and go down that road and see if I can get even closer. I wanted to get as far away from the street as I could, so I could fly both directions and cover more ground. But right about here, there was a gate, and it's all private roads. So that made it kind of difficult for me to be able to get down in there. And then as you'll see from the video, as it turns out, and if you look at the map, all along that creek bed is private land. And so there's no way that I can go along the creek bed and or along the side of it and get to where I can take a look at the creek. So maybe someday I'll be able to figure out a way to do it, but right now it seems to be like impossible for me to be able to get down into that creek bed. Now I'll show you a little clip here, and you'll see I tried the other day, and we'll take a look at that. Well, after seeing the no trespassing sign, I turned around and I'm heading a little farther north up the highway to that second road where I should be able to get to the creek bed. So we're headed up there, and now I'm finally getting there, and I'm going to, there's the mound that they keep people from going down into the creek with. But anyway, so now I'm coming up to the road, and as you will see as I come around here and get onto the pavement, which is going to be nice, down the road there, oh, there's a gate across the road. So that's not going to work. So I'm going to go around this mound and see what it's like to go down into the creek bed from here. And there you can see, as I'm coming up to it, you can see the creek and the bottom of the creek and all the rocks and everything. So we're going to come over here and try to figure out how to get down there. And that's not going to work. That's kind of a drop off. So let me see if I can find something else. If I didn't have to take my bike everywhere, I could probably move around a little bit faster. But I don't want to leave my bike laying anywhere. I might forget where I put it. Okay, made it down to the bottom of the creek bed and going across it here, and those rocks are, maybe they're bigger than they look. And there's the, that's actually a dam that the road runs over that dams up the, oh, here we go. I'm going to ride now, I think. I'm going to try to. And of course, if you've ever tried to ride a bicycle in loose sand, that's what I'm doing right here. And it just, every time I think I got it going, I run into some loose sand. But it looks like I got it going here, and pretty soon I'll run into it again, and it's just frustrating. And another thing, these trees that you see here, they look like little bushes from above, but as it turns out, I'm still having trouble in the sand. As it turns out, they're a lot bigger than they look from the air. And so I'm just getting, I'm actually getting worn out trying to get my bike to go through the sand. So it's about here, I'd gone quite a ways, and it was about here I decided I'm going to turn around. And I think it's the point where I finally decided this project of filming the Queen Creek from spot to spot is not worth it. So as I come back up to the spillway of the dam that they put at the west end of that big wash, I've made my tentative decision that I'm just gonna make other videos and forget about filming the Queen Creek. And I want to thank you for watching, because it's just pretty boring to some people. Thank you for watching, and God bless.